Hey there! You clicked on this video because, let's be real, you want to be liked. And guess what? There's no shame in that. Most of us are wired to want connection. It's in our DNA. But if you think being liked is all about having flawless hair or cracking dad jokes like a pro, think again. Today, we're diving into psychologically proven ways to make you not just liked, but loved by many. We're talking about real-deal, scientifically backed techniques to boost your charisma. And trust me, these are all actionable, no-nonsense tips with zero awkwardness guaranteed. So buckle up, because in the next 6 minutes, I'm about to transform your charisma game. Ready? Let's go! You know that warm, fuzzy feeling you get when someone remembers your name or asks about that thing you were totally stressing about? Yeah. Turns out there's a real technique backed by science that can be used to create this desired outcome. It's called the Ben Franklin effect. Don't worry, this isn't some boring history lesson. It's actually a fascinating psychological quirk. See, old Ben Franklin figured out that when you ask someone for a small favor, like borrowing a pencil or getting their opinion on something, they actually end up liking you more. It sounds crazy, right? But it's true. When you ask for a favor, it subtly signals that you value their opinion and trust their judgment. It makes them feel good. And when they feel good, they associate those positive vibes with you. So how do you use this superpower for good? Easy. Next time you're chatting with someone, resist the urge to dominate the conversation. Instead, ask them questions. And I'm not talking about surface-level stuff like busy day. I mean really dig deep. Ask about their passions, their dreams, their favorite flavor of ice cream. And when they answer, listen. Really listen. All right, folks, get ready for some science. You know how sometimes a smile can light up an entire room? Well, there's a reason for that. It's called a Duchenne smile, and it's like the Beyoncé of smiles. Powerful, genuine, and impossible to ignore. So what makes a Duchenne smile so special? It's all in the eyes, baby. You see, a genuine smile doesn't just involve your mouth, it lights up your whole face, especially those crinkly corners of your eyes. It's the kind of smile that makes your cheeks ache in the best way possible. And here's the kicker. When you flash a Duchenne smile, it triggers a release of endorphins in the other person's brain. Endorphins are like little happy pills that make people feel good, relaxed, and more connected to you. Now I know what you're thinking. Ellen, I can't just force a fake smile and expect people to fall head over heels. And you're right. A forced smile is about as appealing as a soggy potato chip. It's all about finding that genuine joy and letting it radiate outward. Chapter 3. Okay, get ready for a little trick that's going to blow your mind. It's called mirroring, and it's like having a secret weapon in your back pocket for building instant rapport. So, what is mirroring exactly? It's simply subtly reflecting the other person's body language, tone of voice, or even their energy. It's like you're speaking their language without actually speaking it. Think about it. When you're really clicking with someone, you tend to naturally match their energy, right? If they're leaning in, you lean in. If they're speaking softly, you lower your voice. It's like you're two peas in a pod vibing on the same wavelength. But here's the crazy part. You can actually consciously use mirroring to create that sense of connection, even if you've just met someone. It's all about being observant and subtly reflecting back what you see. Now, I'm not saying you should turn into a human parrot and copy their every move. That's just creepy. Chapter 4. All right, let's talk about the art of self-disclosure. Now, before you start picturing therapy sessions and deep, dark secrets, take a deep breath. I'm not talking about spilling your guts to the barista at Starbucks. This is about finding that sweet spot between being an open book and respecting people's boundaries. It's about sharing small, authentic details about yourself that invite others into your world. Think of it like this. When you meet someone new, you're essentially a blank slate. They don't know your quirks, your passions, your weird obsession with collecting vintage rubber duckies. And to be honest, that's kind of boring. People connect with people, but only when the opportunity is there. So don't be afraid to let your weird flag fly a little. Share a funny anecdote, a personal struggle, or even just a random observation about the universe. Now, here's the important part. Vulnerability is a two-way street. Chapter 5. Okay, let's talk about vulnerability. I know, it can be scary to let your guard down and show the world your messy, imperfect self. We've all been there. But here's the thing, vulnerability is not weakness. It's actually the key to unlocking deeper, more meaningful connections. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how people are drawn to those who are comfortable in their own skin, flaws and all? It's because when you embrace your imperfections, you give others permission to do the same. You create a safe space for authenticity and realness. Now, I'm not saying you should go around announcing your deepest insecurities to everyone you meet. That's a recipe for awkward encounters and maybe a few restraining orders. As we wrap up our journey through the powerful ways to be more liked, let's end with a principle that ties everything together: the ripple effect of kindness. Kindness is the glue that binds all the strategies we've discussed. When you show genuine interest, smile, mirror others, share a little of yourself, and embrace vulnerability, you're essentially spreading kindness in its purest form. And here's the beautiful thing about kindness: it doesn't just stop with you, it creates a ripple effect. When you're kind to someone, they're more likely to pass that kindness on to others. It's a chain reaction that can brighten someone's day, lift their spirits, and even change the course of their interactions. Think about it. Your small act of kindness could inspire someone to do the same for another person, and so on. But kindness isn't just about grand gestures. It's in the little things: holding the door open, offering a sincere compliment, or simply listening when someone needs to be heard. These small acts of kindness make you more likable because they show that you care, not just about yourself, but about the people around you. So, as you go out into the world, remember this: kindness is contagious. The more you give, the more it comes back to you. And when you make kindness a habit, you'll find that people are naturally drawn to you.